Hi. So I finally get to make a video where I talk with my voice because finally I'm alone, like no one's in the house. And that's really good because I haven't been able to do this for weeks and it's really overwhelming when I constantly have company everywhere. Like if you know me, you know I'm gonna need my alone time where it's just me and the quiet. But anyways, that's not the point. Well, I want to talk about something that have kind of really kind of made me upset just a little bit. Um so if you're, in the animation meme community, I'm sure you came across someone called Scootaloo Loves Sans, or now known as synnibear03, or well, they rebranded, and basically this person, um well, I'm just gonna call her, like, I guess, yeah, I'm just gonna call her Cinny. So this person was basically my art inspiration ever since I've discovered her channel. She's been like a huge childhood inspo to me. She was like one of those people that I really idolized and wanted to be like. She was one of those very first Sans fangirls that I liked because of how stop that because of how nice she was, and I wanted to be like her. Her art was really nice. It was really soft and pleasant to look at, which have changed over the years, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. That's just my opinion. Um, and yeah, basically, this person's content meant a lot to me, and they're like partially a reason why I improved so much in my art and why I have certain things in my art. Why my personality is in my personality and my humor in a certain way. Like this person was a huge inspo to me, and she was like basically someone I've idolized ever since childhood. Around 2020, though, there have been some controversies that have made me really disappointed and just overall question if I should continue with my support. But they weren't very what is it called, like, severe. They were just like, I don't even remember what it was, but I think it was because she was friends with Birdie, another animator in this community, and well, if you know Birdie, you know how messy they are and how much mess, how much shitty things have he has left behind, and how big and extensive the whole drama was, how many videos were made. He was a very controversial person, and still is, actually. Some people have forgave him and want him to like become better, some have not and still find like ways to like villainize him, whatever. And well, yeah, I don't remember much from the 2020 incident where Sunny was, in drama again, but I, it wasn't super like severe. And so I was just a bit cautious for a while. I just didn't really like her as much, I think. Uh, but then after I was just like, okay, she's fine, I still like her content. She's not a bad person. Um, I think what everyone noticed who has been a fan for a long while of Cindy is that her mental health has rapidly declined. That's one of the things I noticed about Cindy, and which have made me pretty concerned. And I'm just here to say that I think this mental decline probably maybe has a some sort of role in her recent controversy. I'm not saying this is an excuse, because clearly, no matter how depressed you are or how many mental illnesses you have, no matter how hard your life is, it's not an excuse to be a predator, a groomer, or anything. I myself am, pretty fucked up in a way. And a lot of other people I know too, but they don't fucking go ahead and talk to minors. And having intrusive thoughts is it's like one thing, but acting on them is another. And hiding the fact that you are, being inappropriate with a child is yet again another thing. I'm not saying that, every adult who talks to a child or has an underage friend is a horrible human being. However, I think there should be some sort of line, or I don't know, some sort of like boundaries made that certain topics and things shouldn't be discussed with children. And I don't know, if a child wants to talk about it, just straight up tell them no, because you're a fucking fetus and I do not want to talk about that with you. And I don't know, like, it's just so fucking easy, and I don't understand how you can mess up this bad. What's so interesting and so fucking, like, I don't know, what's it about children that it makes you risk it all? Why do you... Alright, I'm getting a bit too ahead of myself. This is not scripted. I'm just sort of speaking what I'm currently thinking at the moment. But anyway, so yeah, so I saw, like, that she's like not really doing well mentally, and it's even apparent in her artwork a lot of the times. And I don't know, like, which year I saw this, but there was a video of a victim. I think their name was Bug Spray, and they came out about the things that Cine has drawn and said to them. And well, it was pretty disturbing to see. Yet again, I don't know which year I saw it in, but I know I saw it like maybe back in 2023 or 2 maybe. And I saw that and I was like, okay, wow, that's a bit too much. I saw the Grape comic with Jack and Cinny. I honestly don't fucking know I don't even know what was going through this person's head while making it, but I mean, I understand using dark fiction to cope with trauma or anything that you have. However, I don't fucking use real people and draw them doing a thing that they wouldn't fucking do. Especially without their consent, because that's fucking gross. And that's really creepy and just fucking disturbing to even do. As I said, I don't care about what happens in fiction or what you draw yourself, happening to you or whatever. But one, keep it private, please. And two, don't draw and don't involve real people who most likely don't know that you're involving them in that sort of content. I also saw other drawings where Cine was like obsessing over Jack. There was one where she was like watching him sleep. There was many others. I just can't really remember the top of my head. There was also another comic where a boy, like an FNF character, and Nightmare Sans were like, I don't know, like, I guess boy was like abusing him. I don't fucking know the context. There's some more panels that have been revealed, but I don't want to currently look at it because I don't want to look at rape. I don't want to read stuff that might potentially get me upset. So yeah, But anyways, these things have, happened, and as the years passed by, I thought that this issue got resolved because no one else had brought it up. Literally, no one else was talking about other than bug spray, and I assumed that maybe the issue got resolved in private, and maybe Cine just like deleted or got rid of those drawings or whatever. That did not happen though, and I think Bug Spray's video actually got taken down, but I remember seeing it on YouTube, and I think even Cine commented on it, like saying how disgusting the uploader was, and that that person should take off the video because she trusted them with like private info that was very dear to them, and it was like very personal, and it got leaked, and she was like really mad. And I think I don't know what happened to that video. I tried searching for it yesterday. I couldn't find it at all. uh, I saw like, I think I downloaded it somewhere like yesterday, but I'm not even sure if it's the same video because I remember there was like more drawings of Jack and Cinny. Yet in that video I didn't see it. Anyways, now current year 2024, Cinny got outed as a groomer, and it broke everyone's heart. It's one of the most upsetting things that have happened this year, honestly. I don't fucking know why this year is like so, like this year's going to be famous for the amount of predators that have got caught this year. It's so upsetting. I'm just so scared of the future because I'm just terrified of what other childhood idol of mine have turned out to be a horrible person. No one's going to forgive her. And that includes me. I'm not going to forgive her because she knows damn well what she did was wrong. And just don't fuck with minors in general. Like, please just leave kids alone. I don't understand what's so good about them that you go ahead and risk it all just to talk to a kid and be weird to them. Like, do you not feel ashamed? Do you not feel embarrassment other than when you get caught? Do you not feel disgusting when you realize that you've been like sexting a child and sending them inappropriate shit? Are you not ashamed of yourself? Do you not think before you do these actions? Is what I'm asking. Yet again, if they were just only intrusive thoughts of doing these, because I have them, and if they were just these thoughts that you didn't act upon, it would have been fine, you know. Maybe you could get help for them, or maybe you could talk about them, but ultimately not act on them. That would have been fine. But no, you just like went on your way. I don't even know what made you think it was okay to talk to minors like that. Like if you were younger, like I don't know, around the same age or a bit older, a little bit older, then sure, I could maybe see that. But you were a fucking adult. And you know damn fucking well what you did was horrible and that you shouldn't have done it. So I just don't understand, like, how? I guess abusers become abusers. It's just like, wait, no, I'm sorry. What I meant to say is that victims become abusers, and that's like a common thing that happens. It's like a circle, and honestly, that's what I'm scared of becoming too. But that's why you gotta try and improve yourself and just like not become the people that have hurt you. Think about the amount of hurt they have caused you, and think about how much it would hurt you and that other person you're trying to hurt. Act against those thoughts. Don't give in to intrusive thoughts where they tell you to abuse people, to do this to a child, do this to an animal, whatever the fuck it is your brain is telling you. Don't fucking listen to it, because it's just something that a sick. It's just like the dark side, I guess, of your brain. But you don't need to listen to it. You can just ignore it. Sure, you feel a little gross when you realize that these thoughts are in your head, even though you don't want to do them. But fucking just, that's it. Don't give it more thought. Don't consider doing these things. They're fucking dangerous. Honestly, I just, talking about this is making me very upset, because there's so much I want to say, but I also don't want to make this too long. Overall, what Cinny did was talk to a bunch of minors and hid it, and like didn't confess to it, and just tried hiding it for so long. And then she went ahead, and since she lives with Jack, she went and groped him as well. Which is, he might have consented to some of the touching. That does not mean that he was comfortable with it, or if he fully consented to it, because some people say yes to certain things because they're scared of what will happen if they say no. That is, yet again, a trauma response. And that could also just be like Jack just didn't fucking know what was acceptable or not when it comes to like friends touching each other, like, which I understand. If you don't have many in real life friends, this could be a confusion factor, but you don't know what's the appropriate touch when it comes to real life friends. So I think Jack just didn't know, and he was just like, all right, okay, it's whatever. However, that doesn't mean that he consented to it fully. Neither did it mean that he was comfortable just because he said yes. And I'm sorry, but who the fuck touches their friend at like that? Who the fuck does that? Oh yeah, oh my god, Bestie, let me grope you, let me grope your chest, let me poke you in the butt, let me finger you, XD. Like, no, that's fucking gross. Oh my god, like, alright, if you guys are really close and you really know each other very well, and whatever, yeah, but still, it's still weird, like, why would you touch your friend there? I'm not saying that friends who necessarily do this and both parties are comfortable with doing this are bad. However, it's still really weird, and it's something that, like, touching is I don't know, is it just me who finds this really weird? Even when my friends in elementary school would touch my butt or like fake hump me, I would feel really disgusted and uncomfortable, because they might have thought that was an acceptable way of interacting with your friends. To me, it wasn't, and it made me uncomfortable, but I didn't say anything because I just didn't want to be rude. But anyways, so, and then Sydney have hid all this information from Jack, which rightfully so upsetted him, and the drawings and everything came out, and now Jack knows. He made a video about it yesterday, and another was Cinny. Cindy made a simple 2-minute long video, which is honestly really embarrassing and disappointing to see, because it's like she doesn't even care. Actually, I forgot another person. There was Deadwing Dork, who, if you don't know, that's a local farming sort of YouTube channel where he looks at people on stream who were just a bit weird, just like bizarre content and bizarre people on his live streams. And this, like, months ago, he made a live stream on Birdie's comeback video because someone requested it, which obviously wasn't a very good fucking video. I personally dislike that one because it just completely ignored everything and just constantly kept making excuses and like being a shitty person to someone who is a victim, and victim blaming and this constant weird I don't want to say transphobia because I don't think he is transphobic. However, the constant use of it, and I mean like it, he literally said it like that, and like the constant misgendering and everything, it just kind of came off as that way. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's not the point. Synnis saw the live stream, made a response, a 3-hour response. Apparently, that was just part one because there was more to come. However, that's most likely never going to come after what happened. So there's not going to be a part two, most likely. But basically, in the video, she was defending Jack, talking about how awful Claw was and everything. And then, I think Dad Being Dork reacted to Synnis' response, which I didn't see. And then, after that, it was silence. There was a document which have exposed Synni and have, all these screenshots and drawings that she has made and everything. Then Being Dork reacted to it. A bunch of people found out about it. And then Synni was exposed. People were questioning her. People were telling her to, oh my god, what are you doing? Alright. Anyway, so people, started like telling Synni to fess up. And then after that, I think, they saw the documents, Jack and Synni, and everything just went downhill from then on. Jack found out about everything. Synni couldn't keep lying anymore. And then Jack posted a video, which then, I don't know, I guess they posted a video at the same time. And yeah, it's been shit since then. A lot of people are rightfully so mad at Synni, and some people are like still supporting her for whatever reason. But I don't know, it's just this whole situation has messed everyone up, but mostly the victims alongside Jack. I'd say that he is a victim of this too, sorta, because he got touched and almost, pretty much sexually assaulted by Synni. I don't want to say this as like make it worse for Jack, because I don't want to do that. I'm just saying that what Synni did and tried to make Jack do was fucking creepy, and it was very sexual and very just ew. So yeah, now Jack has decided to move out from Synni, considering he does not feel safe in that home anymore. Which is obviously very sad, and I hope he finds a place where he can stay alongside with his cat, a safe place where he doesn't get abused anymore, and finally surround himself with good people who only want the best for him. Synni was that for Jack, but yeah, she blew it. I don't know much about the victims, actually. Like, all I know is that they talked to Cindy and Cindy tried grooming them, and that's all I know. So I can't say much about them, but they were ultimately the ones that were targeted, that they were hurt, and some people still don't believe them or like defend Cindy, or I don't know. They're just a lot of fucked up people. And my heart goes out to every victim Cindy has ever had. Who knows? Maybe she has more, but some of them just didn't come out because they're scared of the platform Cindy has, or they're just not ready yet. But I sincerely hope that every victim gets, you know, rest of this whole case, and that Cindy stays off the fucking internet and stays away from minors. Because quite frankly, I think that this type of person doesn't even deserve a platform where there are a bunch of children around, and even like just vulnerable adults who could, like, I don't know, just get manipulated by Cindy. No one is immune to manipulation, so I'm just saying this. I'm just really hoping that Cindy goes on and gets help from a therapist, or like tries to find out what the fuck is wrong with her, and then, you know, she heals and never fucking comes back on the internet, because I don't know, there might be some temptations that and if this isn't the first time that Cindy has done this. Even Jack said this, and this has been like a continuous behavior. This has been a pattern of Cindy where she talks to minors, sends weird shit, and I don't know, it's just, she's a groomer. She's a fucking groomer. I don't know what to say. That's what she is. She does disgusting shit, and that's just it. She needs fucking help before she becomes even more dangerous and starts acting upon, you know, all these thoughts she has. She's going to fucking rape someone if she keeps doing it like this. Like, I don't care. I'm just saying what I think. She's going to do really terrible things if she doesn't get any help. This is what happens when people like her, like sexual demons, don't fucking get the help they need. And I just want her to just be normal and don't fucking go near children or get a platform ever again. Now, Cindy, I don't know if you're watching this, but honestly, fuck off. Don't fucking come back, because no one's gonna welcome you with open arms. You know that damn well. And if someone is going to do that, it's going to be the bunch of kids that still don't understand how severe this situation is. They don't know what grooming is, or if they do, they don't think it's that serious, and they will just make excuses for you and everything. But that doesn't mean that you should come back, because trust me, none of us will forgive you. None of us will truly ever look at you the same way, even if you somehow manage to, like, come back and still get an audience. You'll never convince us that you are, you know, now a normal person who's not going to be a predator. You fucked up. You had a platform, you had a bunch of fans, you had your best friend, a bunch of cool friends that I'm willing to bet that they were super nice to you and like always defending you and they're like there for you and everything. There were people who looked up to you, including me, who got inspired by you and wanted to be like you. Yet you all blew it. You blew all these years of fame and just talent and everything. You fucked it all up because of what? Because you're a fucking freak who can't get themselves in check. Being hypersexual is not a fucking excuse of what you did. And many people, many teenagers are hypersexual, yet they don't fucking touch kids. They don't start talking to minors. And being a hypersexual person does not mean that you can do whatever the fuck you want just because you have a more high like sexual thoughts than everyone else. That's not a fucking excuse. If you can't control yourself, lock yourself in and I don't know, like learn self-control, because that sounds like a future rapist. I don't care how offensive this sounds. You are going to be a future rapist, a sexual offender, whatever, if you don't fucking get help. If you keep doing this shit, you are going to be sicker than you already are. And honestly, just don't ever come back. Like, you blew it all. You blew it. You disappointed everyone, and you hurt many people. And yet again, as for the victims involved, I am so terribly sorry that you're the people that you probably looked up to and was your friend treated you like this. I just can't tell you how sorry I am that you went through this. I'm just praying that all of you get over this, and hopefully maybe someday like sort of forget about it, which you can do. I'm just saying that you'll move on to the point where you don't constantly think about it or feel bad over it. I hope everyone who got involved gets justice, and honestly, I hope Birdie also finds a safe place with her cat. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I think this is what everyone already thinks, obviously. I just thought I'd throw in my 2 cents and tell my thoughts about this and my feelings, because I just feel like, as someone who really looked up to this person, it's important. And I don't know, maybe Cindy will watch these videos about her. So I don't know if there's anything to learn from these videos to her. It's that keep off the internet and get help. That's honestly it. Alright, that's all I really wanted to say. This video is already pretty long, which I apologize for, and if my voice sounds weird or a bit shaky, that's because I'm quite sensitive right now, and talking about this kind of pissed me off and also made me really upset. So, and this is also one of the first videos I'm gonna upload on here where I'm just using my voice and like talking about this stuff. So yeah, anyways, I think this is all I really wanted to say. So yeah, goodbye, and I hope you all heal from this. Stay safe and be cautious of the people you talk to.